Wow, welcome to Kimmy's World. Thanks for tuning in. We are a little early this afternoon. So I decided to do the story early. Do the show early. I just got home from the movie theater from watching Sinners, and y'all know I had to give y'all the exclusive review. Welcome to Kimmy's World. Thanks for tuning in. If this is the first time you have tuned into Kimmy's World, I want to formally welcome you here. At you while you are here, sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and also make sure you share the live. Sharing the live will push this video further into the algorithm and will help me meet the goals that I have set for the month of April. May 1st is quickly approaching, and we have a goal of making, I think we at $300 now. We should be at $300 now. We only have $300 to make between now and Thursday morning. Can we do it? Yes, we can. I know we can. But anyway, y'all sit back and relax. Make sure you share the live. We have several ways that you can help push this video in the algorithm. Help us reach our $300 goal. You can do super chats, super stickers, and after this video airs, we have super thanks. You can give any dollar amount, $1. It does not matter. All that matter is more than I had. Anyway, so oh my goodness, y'all, I got a lot to discuss with you all. Oh my goodness, I just got home. I just got home from the movie theater. Oh my goodness, I watched Sinners. Oh, we got to unpack this, y'all. We have to unpack this. How you doing, Coffee No Cream? Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Miss Pamela, how you doing? She said, welcome. Welcome in, and hit that subscribe button and hit that like button and share the live and donate. And donations are welcome. How you doing, Lakeisha Green? She said, I miss you too, girl. All right, y'all. First of all, let me tell y'all something. Y'all remember, I think it was last week, the week before last. Remember my finger swole up out of nowhere, the tip of my finger? And I was like, dang, something must have bit me. My lip swole up. Now, I know what that was from the other day. That was from the lip gloss. Nothing bit me. I had an allergic reaction to the lip gloss. But, honey, I'm sitting in a movie theater drinking on a root beer by myself, girl. And my daggone index finger swole up out of the blue. Somebody put in the chat what's going on with me. Y'all see my finger. It's hot to touch. It's red and it's swollen so bad. I want y'all to put in the chat what's wrong with me. And y'all, all I'm going to say is this has been happening, oh my God, at least since 2013, 2014. I have been experiencing swelling even in my feet, but I thought it was because I was wearing them steel toe shoes walking around the plant. She said, hope it's not gout. Girl, it's the daggone gout. I got the gout. I ain't been diagnosed. I'm going to schedule me a doctor's appointment. Chances are it's going to be gone tomorrow because that's what normally happens. Like it'll swell, the next day it's gone. But I have been experiencing swelling in my feet for years, and I thought it was something else. And sometimes it lasts for several days. Like, I thought it's because of them daggone steel toes, honey. My daddy got gout. My sister got gout. Lord Jesus, I was drinking on that soda. So we gonna get into the movie review. Lakeisha had a spider bite. Lord, Kimmy got the gout. Y'all know but I'm gonna go get diagnosed. So I'm gonna have to hurry up and schedule me a doctor's appointment because from what they say, you can only get diagnosed when you having a flare up. I don't have these often. They just every blue moon. Hey, Miss Ann. Hey, Kimmy. It may be something you're allergic to. Child, I don't know what it could be. I was drinking on that daggone soda, that big soda, and I was sitting there. I probably had started drinking that soda, and y'all know I drink coffee all the time, all that caffeine. I drink it every day. Sometimes 2, 3 times a day I drink caffeine. So anyway, she said you could be allergic to the washing powder that you're using or the soap or food. Child, I don't know. But anyway, we are here today because of the movie Sinners. Put a 1 in the chat if you watched the movie Sinners. Well, we're here for 2 reasons. One, because of Peach McIntyre. So we can go ahead, we can talk about Peach McIntyre. First of all, I want to say she is really doing an amazing job right now. And the reason why I say that is Peach McIntyre got her a Sprinter van. How many of y'all knew Peach got a Sprinter van? Put a 1 in the chat if you knew and y'all didn't tell me that Peach has a Sprinter van. Let me know if you knew. Put a 1 in the chat if you knew Peach had a Sprinter van. Okay, I'm getting ready to upload these. Her and her mother talking. Oh, you didn't know that? Oh Lord, y'all ain't heard that? Oh Lord. I thought I was late to the party. Y'all know I ain't been I've not been nobody, y'all didn't know that. Girl, quit it. Well, I am going to upload these photos and I am going to let y'all know, baby, she got a white Sprinter van. Please tell me y'all knew that. She either rented it or it's hers, but chances are it's probably hers because for several days, Peach was not posting any content. Y'all know, don't nothing get past Kimmy. Don't nothing get past me, baby. I'm worse than the F to the B to the I. All right. Let me pop in here. Okay. Let me close this out. Okay. Okay. It should be uploaded now. I uploaded it. So I want y'all to tell me. Oh Lord, I gotta remove. What they don't remove. Okay, did y'all see that white Sprinter van in that glass of that building? Did you see the Sprinter van in the glass of the building? Hey, Kimmy, it seems that the van is another rental. Maybe, maybe not. Well, the truck wasn't a rental. She got the money, y'all. She got the money. So I'm going to remove it. So at first I said, well, that gummit, maybe it appears like she wanted us to see this because she was recording that video. And y'all, I've been about a week and a half behind on her content. She's been posting a lot of content, but she was recording, she was vlogging, and she was talking about, I don't even know what she was talking about, honey. I was looking at the background. And I said, wait a minute now, that don't look like an SUV window. That window look kind of wide. I'm really observing. I said, hold on now. And she was recording the outside, like outside, and she passing the building. Some said, look at the building reflection and see what kind of vehicle she in. So I said, wait a minute, that's a white Sprinter van. Oh, and so I continue to go back in time watching her videos, and I see this. There go the white Sprinter van. She wants us. So Peach, what Peach does is Peach do like these little clickbait things because she want people to talk about it. Now I don't know because y'all know I don't watch other YouTubers, but I don't know if other YouTubers have been talking about it because I don't watch anybody else. I have to go off of what y'all say. But if she in fact purchased a Sprinter van, this is what she should have purchased from the very beginning. But it appears that she got a Sprinter van for all the kids. Not only that, but wherever she is living, it is large enough where Gorgeous has her own bedroom. This is everything we've been talking about. Now, I know we all talk about Peach. Every last one of us talk about Peach. And a lot of people who talk about her don't talk about her because we hate her. We talk about her because we want to see more from her. But honey, wherever she's living, Gorgeous has her own room. I'm really pleased with that. And it appears, I don't know, I haven't watched all the videos. Y'all can tell me because I know y'all be lurking. Maybe all the children have a bedroom, or maybe some of them sharing. But whatever the case may be, I believe she is trying to get her house in order. Now, is it a farm? No, it ain't no farm. Y'all know she ain't living on no farm. She ain't got no giraffe. She ain't got no monkey, no horse, none of that. But she does have accurate space. She has space for the children, allegedly. Now, she can take this year. Now, she has not been working as hard. I think Peach is comfortable because of all the money that she has made. So she's living life comfortably now. But we're going to need to see her tighten it up. Now, I believe yesterday or either the day before, she started to upload a lot of videos. Because it is the end of the month. Everybody got to meet them quotas. We got one more day before May 1st is here. So that is one good thing I'm going to say about Peach. Let me see what y'all saying. Chat, we have a goal. Please hit the target. Where it says how 0, tap that like. All right. Let me see. Let me go ahead and turn the messages on all. Y'all just hold on just a minute. Crap. Hold on just a second. Let me turn these messages on all because sometimes I don't get everybody messages. Hold on just a minute. Okay. Okay. We're on all. All right. So she said, I hope it doesn't happen, but she is probably about to start her manic episodes again with going off on her family and others. Maybe it will, but I know she ain't been in the algorithm. Her views are down on her videos. I checked the views, like her views are down. So anyway, we're going to move on from Peach. I just wanted to throw that out there, let y'all know that I do see her, but I don't like to talk about people bad all the time. I do want to recognize the good that she's doing. I don't know if anything bad that she has done. Do I agree with everything she's doing? No. I know she's been at Disney World a lot. I don't agree. But as long as she is not putting these kids in harm's way, like some other people posting same, yeah, she definitely posting the same content. She said, I hope she don't start back gambling and lose all her money again. Well, allegedly, she said that she banned herself. And y'all know that happened right before her birthday. Or maybe the day of her birthday, she banned herself. But honey, she can unban herself too. Just as quick as she can ban herself, she can unban herself. Welcome to all the new subscribers who just subscribed today to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. But let's get to the movie review of Sinners. Now, how many of y'all have seen the movie? Because I want to talk to y'all. Matter of fact, I am going to put the link in the chat if you want to come on and talk about it, because I'm going to be talking about some things today. And I'm going back to watch it. That's how good it was. This is the link to the chat. Welcome, Facebook, for tuning in. Also, YouTube is here. But I heard them over her mother's house. Child, really? I don't know. I ain't watched Tracy lately. I've been doing other things right now. So Peach really ain't been on my mind. Welcome. All right. So let's get to the movie Sinners. So what I got out of the movie Sinners, first of all, it was a very good movie. I don't know what people are talking about saying the movie is not good. Maybe because you don't understand. Even from the readings that I read this morning on Coffee and Conversation about a black mammy and a white one, like none of that. I don't think people understand. Let me tell you what I got out of the whole movie. I'm getting ready to explain it. Back to gambling. I apologize. My finger's so big. I be hitting the wrong keys. That's why I have so much. That's okay, girl. So what I took out of the movie, now y'all know I'm a PK kid. Y'all know I grew up in the church. I live in Mississippi. I'm not from Mississippi, but I live in Mississippi. Matter of fact, I used to live in the Delta years ago. So this particular movie was taken from Clarksdale, Mississippi. Now, it wasn't filmed in Clarksdale, but I guess the story, the setting of the movie came from Clarksdale. They actually filmed the movie in Louisiana. Now, Ryan Coogler was the one who made this movie. Now, what I found out about the movie is not only did he film it in the regular film setting, but he filmed it in IMAX. Do y'all hear me? So Tupelo don't have an IMAX theater. But if you have an IMAX where you are, you can either watch it in the regular setting or the IMAX setting. And I learned that from my daughter because she was like, Mama, make sure you watch it in IMAX. I was like, girl, y'all didn't tell me. And they were like, we don't have IMAX. Okay, cool. So giving you the summary of what I took from it is the devil cannot, and we was talking about this morning about Coffee and Conversation. The devil can't make you do anything. The devil entices you because he knows what you like. He knows what you're enticed by. He knows what your lusts are. So he will entice you. He won't take over your body. Like, you know how some people say, oh, the devil made me do it. The devil can't make you do anything. He's going to present you with the opportunity, and it's up to you to invite him in. That's what I got from the movie. The devil was also trying to take over a religious individual. And the way I took it, and y'all may take this a little differently if you saw the movie, I took it because there's a lot of symbolisms and all different types of things in this movie. And that's why I said I need to go watch it again. But it was like the devil was trying to take God's son. The reason why I say that is, so it wasn't the devil per se. Like they were saying is witchcraft in the movie. There's voodoo in the movie. There's what else they said? Vampires. Well, if you look at it for what it is, then you'll be like, oh yeah. But if you can't look at it spiritually and decipher this movie spiritually, you're gonna totally miss the whole mark. That's what, like, the person who made this movie, Ryan Coogler, I need to investigate who this person is because he did his research. Back in the 1900s, 1800s, you know, Black people were really into Black magic, whether it came from the Indians. So it's a lot of history in this movie too, like even from the Indians. Now, like in the beginning of the movie, you had this preacher's child. He was a boy, and he loved to play the guitar. Well, his daddy wanted him to be in church the next morning. He even tried to tell him, hey, help me preach this sermon in the beginning of the movie. And he was like, Daddy, I've been working all week. I've been working in the cotton field all week, you know, at least just give me tonight to go out and have some fun. Well, the daddy knew what the dangers his son would face. And he told him he was going to encounter the devil or something to that magnitude. So the son decided to go out and he met up with these twin boys. Well, shout out to Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan did his thing, y'all. The twin brothers' name was Smoke and Stack. Both of them was played by Michael B. Jordan. Y'all, I'm telling you, you got to go watch this movie. If you call yourself spiritual, you need to go watch this movie. So, one particular quote that, baby, I stopped mid-movie and I was like, oh shoot, because y'all know I love quotes and sayings. Baby, I stopped, and one of the quotes was, you keep dancing with the devil, one day he's gonna follow you home. Another notation I made was temptation, what did you have? Okay, so you will be enticed, you will be tempted, but you have to invite the devil in. He won't just come in. And also another thing I took away is the devil knows the word. He knows the word. Even the Bible tell you all that. So anyway, back to the movie. So he goes out. The boy, I can't even think of the boy's name. He goes out. He meets Smoke and Stack. Well, they twins. They used to live in Mississippi. They decided to go up north. They went up north to Chicago. They came back to Mississippi. Well, the boy who was their cousin, he was like, why did you come back to Mississippi? So basically they like, well, Chicago is just like Mississippi. I'd rather deal with a place where I know rather than a place that I don't know. Racism is there too. So they decided to come back to Mississippi. What he didn't know is all the booze, all the liquor, everything they stole from Chicago. Baby, they stole beer and wine and corn. They stole all kind of stuff. They had all types of money. So what they did was they bought this sawmill from this white gentleman. At the beginning of the movie, I don't know if it was Smoke or Stack, one of them talked to the white man that was selling them the sawmill, and he told them, is this Klansman's property? We don't want to see no clans here. He was like, the Klan been gone from down here, whatever. And so he said, if I see one white person step foot on this property, you can sure is like they're gonna be gone. He gonna take them out pretty much. So anyway, they bought the property, but before they bought the property, like some of the context clues was he looked at the floor and he was like, has this floor been cleaned? And he was like, what you saying? He was like, I thought you came down here to buy this sawmill, but you didn't know what he was talking about. I didn't know until after the movie was over. I was like, oh, that's why he did that. So anyway, he paid for the sawmill. Him and his brother paid for the sawmill in cash. Well, what they were going to do was they were going to make this juke joint. Y'all know down in the country, they have juke joints. We didn't have any storms. I live in Wilsboro. Thank you for asking what storm. All right. So they bought this juke joint. So they bought a juke joint. They go throughout town, and they are rounding up people to work the juke joint like their old friends. So he meet this little girl. He tell the little girl to wash the truck. And he's teaching her like different negotiating tools. He was like, well, how much you gonna charge me? She was like, I don't know. And he was like, well, if you wash the truck, if somebody try to take my truck, make sure you blare on the horn. And he said, and so for every minute that I stay, I'll pay you 10 cents. So she was like, okay, she was happy. Remember, this is 1935. That's a lot of money. So he was like, no, you just don't settle for 10 cents. You got to negotiate. So she said 50 cents. So he said, no, not 50 cents. So, they're negotiating. So they settle with, I think, 15 cents, maybe 20 cents. I don't know, child. I forgot. So anyway, he goes into like this little store. Well, before that, he asked her, he was like, do you know who I am? She was like, no. She said, have you ever heard of Smoke Stack twins or something? She was like, yeah, I heard of them. He said, well, I'm Smoke, or whoever he said. And her eyes got big or whatever. And she got scared because I guess the bad things that, people heard about them. So anyway, they make their deal. He go inside this little store. So he go into the store where like these Chinese people are running the store. He go in there and he meet his friend. He tell his friend he need 100 catfish because they gonna cook tonight at the opening of the juke joint. So they make a little deal. He pull out this big old wad of cash. They like, dang. So he like, do you know anybody that can make a sign? He was like, yeah, my wife. So they go across the street to another store. Man, daggone Chinese was getting money back then. They go across the street to another store that they own. His wife was running out one. She come out. She the one to make the signs. So they make a deal or whatever. They negotiate. They head on to the oh, I missed the part, y'all. They head on to the juke joint, right? But before that part, he come across this man. I can't even remember the dude name. He come across this man at the train station. The man playing a harmonica. So anyway, he playing this little harmonica, whatever. The guy recognized him. He add the guy with the harmonica to the band. So now you got the guy with the harmonica. You got the preacher's son. He gonna sing, play the guitar. The other guy gonna play the piano and maybe the harmonica too. So anyway, so they got them. So the other twin goes, and I didn't know who he was going to see, but it was his baby mama. They had a kid together. Well, their kid died for some reason. She was the one who did black magic, not voodoo. It was, I guess it was black magic. Yeah, it had to be black magic. And she ran a little store to where people came in to get like these little potions or whatever. So anyway, he wanted her to cook the fish. Well, they did whatever. Remember, it's some sex scenes, so don't take your kids to this movie. This is not a movie for kids. Trust me, it's very rated R. So anyway, he takes her with him. Everybody heads to the juke joint. Before they get to the juke joint, the other twin is on his way to the juke joint, but he come across this field. He see one of his other little homeboys, I guess, pick him up. He gonna be security. Everybody heads to the juke joint. But there's another scene where this like man falls out of the sky and his back was burning. Like you didn't even know what the heck was going on. Like, what? He falls from the sky. He knocks on the door. He telling them like, hey, some people are trying to get me, blah, blah, blah. He look inside the house. He see a Klansman's hat. Remember I told you, they said it one or more clans. He see a Klansman's hat. He tell them, could you protect me from whatever? Okay, cool. So they let him in the house. Shortly thereafter, some Choctaw, I guess they had to be Choctaw Indians, came to the door. They knocking on the door. They got guns drawn, everything, right? So the wife come to the door with her shot pew pew. And she like, can I help you? And he was like, well, is there a man here? And she was like, no. And they act like they were going to step in. So she calling her husband. Her husband never did come. So he was like, well, we were chasing him. He's a very dangerous man. He's not who he say he is. Be careful. He's on the loose. So she was like, okay, not knowing that the man is in the daggone house. So I already knew. I was like, oh, Lord, it's something going on. So anyway, the Choctaw Indians head off. The sun is setting. The wife goes to the back room, child. She calling her husband. He ain't coming, child. And then the scene takes, y'all, this is a spoiler alert. Sorry. But she calling her husband. He's not coming. And she like, so-and-so, I don't even know his name. I can't remember. She calling his name. He ain't coming. She opened the door. He's sitting there in the chair. Got all this gory stuff over him. Baby, he done use your imagination. It's like it was he was a vampire and he took on her and him. So anyway, they at the juke joint. Now we at another scene. They at the juke joint. They getting ready for their grand opening. They getting everything ready. Cooking fish, got the beer, got the wine, got all this kind of stuff. Boom. People coming in. Everybody coming on in, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Music get to rolling, whatever. And I ain't going to tell y'all everything because I got to leave something up to the imagination so y'all can actually go watch the movie. But make the long story short, the night begins. Is all I'm going to say. The night begins. and they like everything is happening. There are so many symbolisms that's happening. There even, let me tell you how good of director this guy was. Ryan Coogler is amazing. During the course of them being in the juke joint, the scenes are changing. Like it's going from different points of history, like during the African culture, you got geishas inside of the juke joint, and you can tell that this is how the devil gets in through music. And each course of history, music changes. Not only is it music, it's beer, it's wine, it's liquor there. And people are doing everything from smoking to drinking to wives cheating on their husbands, adulteries going on, fornications going, everything is going on in this daggone juke joint. All types of gambling, like everything is going on in this juke joint, y'all. And you can see, like, it even went from all the way back in history where there were like different people in different clothes, you could tell. And they were like Africans in there doing like African tribal dances. You see, like I said, you see geishas, you see people from break dancing, you see people from the 1930s dancing, juke joint, just all types of stuff. And it put in my head, like, because I've heard all along, I don't know if y'all have heard this, if you're spiritual, that what do they call that beat? It's that lower bass drum beat. And it's like that's like demonic. How many of y'all heard that? Put away, and I don't know if it's the 803 beat. It's some type of low beat vibration that a lot of the music, you can hear it in like some rap lyrics. They even talked about this particular music affecting. Remember when Travis Scott did that concert? I think it was in Texas, and all those people got trampled on, and they were talking about how people was like in like this hypnotic state because of this, the beat of the music. I don't know. That may be too deep for y'all, but y'all remember when that stuff happened with Travis Scott and all them people sued him and he settled and all that kind of stuff, demonic frequencies. So that's what it put me in the mind of when I'm watching all from generation history, different parts of history taking place. I'm thinking about that like, oh my goodness, this is how the devil, this is what I'm thinking. This is how the devil permeates your mind, right? Because he's going to draw you away. So anyway, so after like all this craziness is going on, and most time, people appear to be having fun, right? So they get a knock. Well, not a knock. They get these three white visitors, three white people, two men and a lady. Remember, I told you about the in the beginning how the vampire came through and he took over the husband and wife. Well, now all of these people have been changed now. Now they are vampires. Okay. So now they're walking up to the juke joint. Well, back in the 1930s, whites and blacks didn't mix like that. Like you don't, like if a white person come on that property, like it's gonna be some problems. Like most times they think it's the Ku Klux Klan. And remember, Smokestack already told the man who sold him that sawmill that if there's anybody white on there, he gonna drop them right where they stand. Period. So anyway, so these is she talking about the movie Sinners? Yes. She said, is she giving spoilers? I'm just giving you a little bit. Just a little bit so you can understand, because I got to break it down. The only reason why I'm breaking it down is because everything I've heard about this movie has been wrong. Has been wrong. I took this completely differently than most people have reviewed this movie. I'm gonna give this example. So when the demonic forces, the vampires came, they basically was saying, invite me in. And it's like, they was like, no, you can't be here, like blah, 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 blah. You need to go on about your way, go on about your business, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, so they talked, they didn't let them in the juke joint, only because, they were white. So it was another white woman inside of the juke joint who was one of Smokestack's, like, long lost girlfriends. Y'all gotta watch the movie to understand that relationship. So anyway, she like, well, let me go out there and talk to him, right? Okay. So mind you, she went out there. He gave her a weapon to go out there. She went out there. So then she returned back. Well, before she went out there, she heard him singing this music, and it was like they were in this trance. The music was like, to me it was horrible, but they were singing like this country music, and it was a nice sound. So anyway, they get her, she changed into a vampire, but she still look like a regular person. Mind you, it's nighttime. She go back inside. She get either Smoke or Stack, one of the twins, and they go in the back room and they start to have relations. Make the long story short, she take over him too. So what was so crazy to me was anytime the vampires was outside of that juke joint, they couldn't just walk in. They said, let me in, invite me in, tell me to come in. And it was like, no, we're not. And it was like, tell me to come in. Like they will be right there. Tell me to come in. And it just made me think like that's the way the devil do us. Like the Bible tells us to resist the devil and he will flee from us. And the way sin comes about is when you are drawn away after your own, well, when you are enticed and then you are drawn away after that's like that's Bible. You are enticed. They were being enticed in this movie. They were drawn away after their own lust. And after then, that brings forth sin, and sin brings forth death. And that's what I got out of that movie. It was so vivid to me. And I'm like, this is sin. This is how sin, like I said, this guy did his homework. She said, okay, I do want to know what the hype is out. Listen, I'm telling you, the way people are describing this movie is completely wrong. Do not read the reviews. And I haven't even told you everything. There are so many symbolisms in this movie. I got to go back and watch it. And I'm going to get me a notepad when I go in there, and I'm gonna watch it because, and I didn't tell you the whole movie, so it really ain't a spoiler, but it's to put you on the right path as to what to think of when you watch this movie. Y'all, this is one of the best movies I've seen in a really long time. It's really enlightening. It gets you to look at your own soul salvation. If that's what you believe in, that's what I believe in. It gets you to look at it for yourself, and you can see in this movie how sin plays a part in everybody's life, and how the devil, like, you didn't know it was the devil. You didn't know that. You didn't know, like he didn't come out and say, hey, I'm the devil. He was he was taking over everybody. He was using everybody to get to that preacher's son. Now, has anybody watched this movie? The Movie Centers, Nika. Has anybody watched the movie? It's a very good movie. There were white people in the movie with me. I thought when I went to the theater, it was not going to be hardly anybody in there. I thought I would be the only one in there. There was a lot of people in there for that to be a matinee. It was a very good movie. And I suggest for those of you all who are watching from Facebook, because I know a lot of people are going to go back and watch it on the replay. If I know you personally and we know each other from church, I urge you to go watch this movie. And you from Mississippi, I urge you to go watch this movie. You are going to take so much from this movie, and it's going to make you self-evaluate your own soul. And that's what they were going for in the whole movie. The daggone vampires was going for their soul. And that's how you knew it wasn't about vampires. It was about the devil. He wanted that young boy's soul because he wanted to know what he thought. He wanted his new He wanted the songs he sang. And y'all, I promise you, at the end of the movie, y'all, I got chills on my body. The boy started to say the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, which art in heaven, he started to quote the whole prayer. Not only did he start it, but the vampire started to quote the same Lord's Prayer. And everybody whom he had turned started to quote the Lord's Prayer. And it made me think about, the devil know the Bible. Mm-hmm. He know the Bible. Even in the Garden of Eden. And y'all, I ain't come on here to preach, but I'm just telling you to review. And y'all know I'm a PK kid, so I can really understand this movie. Even in the Garden of Eden, when the devil was talking, when the serpent was talking, which is the devil, was talking to Eve, and Eve was telling the devil, like God said, if we eat of the forbidden fruit, we will surely die. You know what the devil did? He put one word in there. He quoted everything God said and put not. That's all. He enticed her, and she was drawn away after her own lust. And even Adam, once he changed her and allowed Eve to eat that, entice Eve to eat that forbidden fruit, she went on and enticed Adam and did the exact same thing. And that's how Eve should have never ate the apple. How you know it was an apple? Bible never said it was an apple. Child, don't get me to talk about this Bible now. Bible said forbidden fruit. Do not take of the forbidden tree of good and evil. Shoot, I can't even get the tree thing. But anyway, it never said an apple. Man said apple. It said forbidden fruit. So anyway, that's what I got from the movie, y'all. It was a really good movie. Really very, very good movie. I think I'm gonna go back this weekend, go back to the movies with my husband. Dang, I don't know how we're gonna go because we're gonna have Kaden. That we probably ain't gonna be able to go because Kaden cannot watch that movie. So I know a lot of people don't want to hear this. Some people probably will run from this movie. For the people who have been reacting to this movie, who really aren't religious, really don't know their Bible, they are deciphering this movie completely wrong. Like I said, even the spoiler alerts that was sent to me, that is nothing what this movie is about. Mm-mm. It ain't. Shoot, they was trying to say that one of the twins liked the black woman and the other one liked the white woman. The black woman was dressed like a mammy. That black woman, she was thick, but she wasn't no ugly woman. She was pretty, and she looked like most of the black women around here. I don't see anything wrong with that. So, and then they were saying, like, even the white woman wasn't even fully white. Her daddy was black. So y'all know what that means. She was black too. You got any ounce of black in you? She was black. She just looked white. She wasn't even white. But anyway, that's all I wanted to I just wanted to come out here and talk about it. Maybe we'll talk more about it on Coffees and Conversation tomorrow morning. I also wanted to do an unboxing, but I don't think we're gonna do that. Y'all, I got a lot of stuff came in from Temu. I might go live later or pick up from my vertical live and go live there. But I wanted to get this stream in through StreamYard. That's why the views are down. She said, Kimmy, you broke it down real good. Now I got the concept of it's good, Miss Ann. It's very good. She said, excellent review, Kimmy. It's good, y'all. That movie is so good. She said, greetings to everyone in chat. I missed the party. All right, blessings. The movie is good. And now I want to go back and look at Larry Reed's review on the movie because that's what sparked my interest. Because Lecrae, the rapper, the gospel rapper, gave a review about the movie or said something about the movie, and it sparked Larry Reed. Actually, I think it was on the Shade Room yesterday, and it made Larry Reed actually do a review. So I'm like, well, dadgum, if Larry Reed gonna do a review, Kimmy gonna do a review, because I do know my Bible. I may not come out here and talk about a lot of things, but I do know my Bible. And first of all, I want to say shout out to Miss Carver. I said I was gonna stop watching people, but I watched her this morning. And she said some stuff that a lot of people get twisted up. And I said, Miss Carver know a little bit of her Bible. She do. She made a statement on her chat this morning, and she said, when you leave this world, because a lot of people say, I know we sing a song, my mother, she'll be waiting. Mama gonna help me to cry, or something like that, or you know, look for me. Or when you leave this world and your loved ones have gone on, that you will know your loved ones. And that's just not true. And I've never heard, I hear my daddy preach that. I've seen it in the Bible. I read it. People forget we are a spirit. When we leave this world, and y'all, I ain't come on here to preach, but when we leave this world, we will not be in this body. We have a total transition. The only thing that is gonna last forever is our spirit. So when we leave here, we're not gonna know our mother, if our mother has passed away. We won't recognize him. How do you recognize the spirit? You ain't gonna be in this body. You're not. And I heard her say that. And I was like, I've never heard, I heard people that go to church with me talk like that. But people, I haven't heard a lot of people say that, because most people think, she said, is it Sinners? Sinners. Yes. The movie was good. The movie was very, very good. And it is going to really put sin in perspective. Everything that you know about sin and how the devil operates is in this movie. But it's pictured. You gotta really analyze the video, because it's not going to be out here black and white. It's not going to be out here to be like, hey, I'm the devil. No, it's not like that. Even when you meet people out here, like in the world, you don't know the devil just by looking at them. You know a tree, and the Bible tells you that. You know a tree by the fruit it bears. If I'm bearing bad fruit, then guess what? You already know who got me. If I'm bearing good fruit, you know who got me. Because God is not going to, like, you're either going to be for God, you're going to be against. You can't be in the middle. You can't straddle the fence. So, like I said, I didn't want to make this a biblical thing, but I have to give an honest review about the movie, and I have to bring in the Bible, because that's what it was about. It definitely was about that. And you can tell from the beginning of time, the devil has been trying to entice God's people. He's going to entice you. He's going to draw you away after your own lust, things that you like. Even social media, y'all. I even broke it all the way down. The movie didn't talk about this, but when you talk about sin and how you are drawn away, think about how your social media channel is. When you pull up TikTok suggests videos to you that you like. So if you like to watch big booty women, if you're a man, you like to watch big booty women, guess what? Big booty women gonna come up. Video after video after video after video. If I like watching mukbangs and I enjoy being a gluttony, guess what? People that's eating a lot of food is gonna come up video after. So whatever you like, social media is geared to that. Even your Facebook. How many of y'all been on Facebook and you get an advertisement of something that you had just looked up on your phone? I do. I get it all the time. I know y'all get it. Even, and it's so scary. This what scared me. I can be at home and I could just be talking about something and the daggone commercial come up. I'll be like, oh my God, it's daggone tick. Like, what? Mm-hmm. She said this movie is probably got to analyze it and might have to view it a second or third time from different perspectives. Thank you for your announcement, Miss Kim. I appreciate you. Yeah, Miss Hall, I gotta go watch this again. Again, like this is the movie that every time you watch it, you're gonna find something else. Like even in the beginning of the movie, when and I don't understand the symbolism behind this, but when one of the twins was with their baby mama, the black woman, and they was in this black magic store. She had like she did some type of ritual, and I want to know what that meant because I know it means something. I just don't know what it is. Even when it came down to the, I don't know, I guess it was some type of black magic power. I don't know what that's about. So, of course, next time I go watch this movie, I'm gonna have my notepad, and this will spark so many conversations. I urge each and every one of you all go watch this movie. I want to know what you think about the movie. I want to know what you took from it. How did you analyze the movie? Don't take into consideration my review. Go watch it for yourself, and let's talk about it. These are conversation pieces. She said, "Yes." Go watch the movie and let's talk about it. We can talk about it on like because I want to hear it from different perspectives. I actually called my daughter to talk to her because she wanted to talk to me about it. Her little stinking self. That little act she pulled on me today. She wrong for that. I talked to her too. You wrong for that. So anyway, sorry if I spoiled the movie, but I did not tell you everything. I just told you what I got from the movie, the beginning of it, and I gave you some examples in the movie of how the devil tried to entice the people that were inside of that juke joint. Although they were doing wrong, he didn't have them all the way yet, which I think is a contradiction to me, nor in my Bible, which I don't agree with. I agree with the enticement and you're drawn away after your own lust. But if you already in the juke joint drinking and you having fornication, the devil already got you. You can't straddle the fence. Either you for God or you against him. Now, maybe what he meant, like if I continue to think about it, because the longer you stay in sin, God will turn you over to a reprobate mind, which you will start to believe what you are doing is right. You don't even find any wrong. So maybe that's what it was. He knew he had them, but he didn't have them 100% all the way. He hadn't turned them over. Maybe that's what that meant. They hadn't been turned over to that reprobate mind. See, the more I talk about this is good. So make sure y'all go watch the movie. Let me know what you think. I say go watch it on the matinee on a Tuesday, honey. I paid $5.90 for my movie, honey. Sure did. Yeah. So anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. I will see y'all tomorrow. No, I'm probably gonna go live again tonight. I got a bunch of Temu packages, a bunch, and I want to show y'all. And I can't show you from right here. So I'm probably gonna go live again. I'll see y'all in a few moments. I'm gonna do a vertical live. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. I'll check you all later.